What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I promise it's the last time for today. Plarium just dropped the bomb on us. What's next in Raid? So we're gonna find out all the juicy news. What's that new Void Tower? What exactly is happening there? So let's have a quick look.
It's been a long wait, but don't worry.
I haven't watched it yet.
You're going to love what's in store. Let's start with the big stuff. Introducing Awakening. We've been working on this for a while, and we're finally ready to share an overview with you. Awakening is a huge feature, and there's a ton to explore and experiment with. Think of it like we took...
Didn't Skratch told you that we're gonna get red stars on your champions? I knew it. I knew it.
Best parts of Masteries and Ascension, then mash them together for some tasty raid goodness. We'll tell you how it works in a minute, but first let me tell you why you should care. Awakening your champions lets them align to a divinity of your choosing to get blessings that will help them in battle. These blessings are like super-powered passive skills that boost stats.
Oh, wow. So I wasn't sure what exactly is gonna happen. Are we gonna have a thing unlocked to put new gear on? What exactly is gonna happen? But this seems like new skills, man, which is crazy, right? Look at this. Partially fills this champion's turn meter whenever a debuff is placed. Spread or transfer onto them occurs once per enemy turn. That's absolutely pretty badass. Seems like we're getting more stats. We're getting more turn meter depending on what level of ascensions we're doing. And I wanna mention, I'm happy that they're not 7 stars because that was gonna be something very, very painful.
And give your champions some crazy benefits and effects. We're talking calling in a Reaper to finish off your enemies, stacking lightning orbs that protect your buffs and strike your targets down, a floating ring of bones that spawns from the corpses of allies and summons a mace-wielding undead skeleton to charge at the bad guys, a giant flaming boulder that smites your enemies from the heavens, and the terrifying, tortuous, merciless standard field sheep. And breathe. As you can see, we've got a lot of new, unique mechanics here. But there's also a ton of blessings.
We're gonna have a ship in Raid Shadow Legends.
We can't wait to see all the awesome combos you come up with to put these blessings to good use. We'll cover them in more detail in a future video, but now you know why you want to awaken your champions. Let's talk about how.
So we're awakening the champions to get the blessings. Blessings are kind of like extra special skills that we're adding on top of our champions. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm very, very curious to see what sort of options we're gonna have. I would assume that we have different trees there, and if he's a damage dealer, we're gonna have different options for that, different options for support champions, and that ship is actually a parody to me.
Starting from the top at the Iron Twins Fortress. Before you awaken your champions, you'll have to head here to get the items you'll need.
Iron Twins Fortress, that's how it's called. Okay, changes to Spirit Affinity on Thursday. So it's actually rotating affinities as well. Interesting.
It's a brand new dungeon, and it works a little differently. It's divided up into affinities. Every day, the affinity will change, meaning the affinity of the boss inside it will change. There'll be 15 stages when the dungeon first goes live, but progress is individual and unique to each affinity. This means if you reach stage 15 on Magic Affinity, you'll still have to work your way up to that stage on Force, Spirit, and Void. There will be a regular schedule for which affinity is open on which day, so you can plan ahead. It's similar to the affinity keeps, but in this case, it's all in one dungeon. In addition, raiding the fortress will require both energy and a fortress.
Oh, what happened? Hey, what happened? Give me back my video. We're gonna need energy and keys, okay?
Hey everyone, just like
energies
we promised,
and keys. Sorry guys.
Void. There will
the
be
video
a
went crazy.
schedule for which affinity is open on which day, so you can plan ahead. It's similar to the affinity keeps, but in this case, it's all in one dungeon. In addition, raiding the fortress will require both energy and a fortress key, and you'll get a limited number of keys every day, so make sure you use them. Okay, new dungeon, obviously a new boss. Meet the Iron Twins. There are no pre-boss waves to take on, but these mechanical guardians will be tough to beat, so you'll need to think long and hard about your team composition and each individual champion's stat builds before you even set foot in battle. First, the twins' attack and defense stats gradually increase throughout the battle as they use their skills, and their stats grow faster for every champion on your team that doesn't match the boss's affinity. That's why the dungeon works like it does, and why affinities really matter here. On top of that, your champion's own stats affect how quickly a special debuff stacks on them, and this is a big danger. Get too many stacks, and you almost certainly won't survive the Iron Twins' attacks. And for today, that's all we're telling you. Now, if you do manage to take these guys down, you go home with some valuable new items. Soul Coins and Soul Essence. These things are why you came here in the first place, and once you've got some, you'll be heading straight to your bastion, to an all-new building, the Altar of Souls. This is where you'll be awakening your champions using, you guessed it, their souls. To awaken any champion, you'll need their specific soul or parts of their soul split up into pieces. But it has to be theirs. You can't just use Death Knight Soul to awaken Turtle, for example. In fact, you can't awaken common or uncommon champions at all. Sorry, DK, maybe someday, if you can realize your potential. So, like champions and like Ascension, souls have different numbers of stars. This is their awakening level. Each champion can be awakened through 6 levels of awakening, and the only limitation is that they can't be awakened more times than they've been ascended. There are 2 types you can use, Perfect Souls and Split Souls. Perfect Souls will awaken a champion to exactly the awakening level it says on the box. No more, no less. No hoops to jump through. Split Souls, on the other hand, only have 1 star filled in bright red, easy-to-see colors. It can only be used to awaken a champion to that specific level. So, to awaken a champion to level 4 awakening with a 4-star split soul, they need to already be at level 3 awakening. So, you want souls? You've got soul coins. What do? Let's start with the perfect souls. Take your pocket full of soul coins and head to the Mystic Market. This is where you'll spend your hard-earned soul coins to get soul stones. Grab what you want, then head straight to the Soul Stone Summon tab. Here, you'll use those soul stones to summon, well, souls. You might notice this interface looks familiar, and you might also notice that there are 3...
I'm not a fan of this thing, because what if I'm not sure how it's working yet. Maybe I'm just rushing my my judgment here, but what if I'm gonna summon souls from champions that I don't even have, or from champions that I don't wanna ascend just yet to it? You know, I feel like this is not that great. Like, if we gotta summon souls for each champions, there's 700 champions. Let's just cut the commons and uncommons, and let's just say there are 400 champions. What's gonna happen if I'm never gonna summon the souls for the champions that I want 3 years later? So I don't feel like I'm a fan of this whole system. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think.
Types of soul stones: mortal, immortal, and eternal. Summoning souls via soul stones will always give you perfect souls. The better the soul stone, the better your chances of getting higher level souls for higher rarity champions. It's similar to summoning champions. You even have a soul collection that works just like your champion collection. But there is one big difference: the wish list. There are a lot of champions in Raid, and finding the right type of soul for the right champion sounds pretty daunting. So you'll be able to add some champs to your wish list. This will increase your chances of finding their perfect souls from soul stones. All right, that's perfect souls.
That makes sense. That's good then. But I'm not a big fan of the whole thing summon again. You know, like, I'm summoning from the shards. I have tons of RNG from there. Why you curse me? Even with a double chance to get it for 8, if it's gonna work the same way the 10x chances work, a 10x chance is horrible in the game. How horrible is gonna be a chance from a 2x? You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to see, but so far I'm not a fan.
Split souls. To get split souls, you'll need to exchange your soul essence at the Soul Merchant. The Soul Merchant will let you get the exact souls you need for your champions at exactly the right level of awakening, but you'll need to check in regularly to see what's in stock. You don't want to miss out on the exact soul you've been looking for. I can feel what you're thinking. What if I get a soul for a champion I don't have? You can always keep them for later, but if you don't want to do that, just head to your soul collection and sell your soul. That sounds
good.
scary,
You can sell
but
it.
hear me out. They're not your souls anyway. They're your champions, so why should you care? Selling souls gets you more soul coins, which you'll then use for more soul stones or soul essence, and then more souls. You'll almost always have extra souls, so this is a nice, easy circle that helps make sure you're always moving forward on your hunt for souls. All right, so once you've got your souls, you'll want to awaken your champions. Head to the Awaken tab, select your champion, choose your souls, and boom, awakened. Now it's time for the big payoff: blessings. Once awakened, every champion can choose to align to one of several divinities: light, dark, war, and chaos for now. Each divinity has their own blessings. Blessings are limited by a champion's rarity, so rare champions can only receive rare blessings. Epics can have either rare or epic blessings, and legendary champions can choose any blessing they want. Each champion can only choose a single blessing, so picking the right blessing for your usage is key. There are 6 levels of blessings, but we made it easy.
Shit, bro?
You don't have to upgrade them individually. They're all simply tied to your champion's level of awakening.
I'm sorry, it's just me, but the ship just doesn't fit in Raid Shadow Legends. Like, I don't know. I feel like such a troll whoever had that idea is such a troll. Like, what is the ship doing in raid, bro? Like, come on,
Awaken a
dude.
champion 6 times, and they'll have access to the level 6 benefits of any blessing they choose. And that's Awakening in a nutshell. Told you, it's big. But that's not everything. We're also bringing out a new type of event for special occasions. Deck of Fate events. You'll earn Fate points from a bunch of in-game activities, like raiding dungeons, leveling up champions, opening shards, the usual stuff. You'll then use those Fate points to flip cards. Whatever you flip over, you get to keep as a reward. But there's another layer. There are 3 rarities of cards, and if Fate is on your side and you flip 3 cards of the same rarity one after another, you'll get a bonus reward. A Fate chest containing a bunch of awesome items. These Deck of Fate events will be used...
I don't know why, but this feels similar with the Path of Light event, right? I feel like we're needing the same coin. Interesting idea to have it. I'm not sure how free-to-play, pay-to-win is going to be, how decent the rewards are going to be, but as long as we are getting some extra rewards, will be nice. And the main thing would be nice to see shards in here as well, man. Give us some Ancients, Void, Sacred, some Skill Tomes. That would be awesome to see, you know? I like the idea of having more stuff, you know, but...
rating, which is something we think everyone can get behind. Keep an eye out for the first event later this year. Those are the 2 big features we wanted to talk about today, but here's a bit of eye candy before we finish. First, champion skins. We've got more in the pipeline, and we think you barbarian fans out there are going to love them, including this more literal spin on everyone's favorite warrior queen,
She actually got a background as well, man. That's awesome. Skins are sick. Their design team is awesome
we've got
here.
more champions coming. I'll let the images do the talking here. Most of these are in the final stages of development, so you'll be seeing them popping out of shards sooner rather than later. Let us know what kind of champions you'd like to see added in the future in the comments. We've been listening to your feedback, and we will do justice to some community favorites very soon. That's everything. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to catch more raid videos as soon as...
So here we are, guys. That's what's happening. New boss, Iron Twins Fortress. We got the blessings, which we're gonna put on champions. Pretty damn crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm not a big fan of the Altar of Souls just yet. I gotta test it, and I know we can actually have double chances, sell them, etc, etc. I want to see how hard is actually to get the ones that you need. So till I don't see that, I'm not gonna jump on judging it or jump to praise it either as a system. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the whole idea of getting blessings on your champions, kind of like extra skills? I don't like the ship at all. I feel like it's just not fitting in the game. Pretty excited that we have a new event that we're going to be able to do. Hopefully it's going to be super free to play, so everyone will get to do it. But that was all for this video. I want to hear your comments down below. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Peace.